And welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
What's up?
You came in really hot.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
We're okay. We're good.
Good. Let me just make sure that the setting is still the same. Yep. Okay. So as long as you're good, maybe if I back this off just a hair, is that better?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That sounds fine. Yeah.
James is like, I can still hear him, so it's bad.
It took a little bit of the edge off. It's good.
Okay. So, guys, we have like 5 days left.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're the one that feels it more than me, honestly. But
well, there's a little pressure, but still, we have less than 5 days, and then CKX is upon us once again.
In person.
I know.
It's been forever.
That's the big thing for me. It's in person. We get to see everybody again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like this is kind of that. All right, the world is turning again.
Yeah,
we're back.
Yeah, we are back, and that's got me pumped. But that's also got me thinking, remembering all the stuff we've done, not only with CKX, but the other cons we've been to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those first few steps into the con world really kind of lit something to me. You know, that's my world. That's my people.
Those were a blast. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So
right from Shockstock. Like, oh my gosh, the Tony Todd incident came from that.
That's right. The history of Jason X just kind of sprouted from our visit to Shockstock.
Yep.
I remember. Oh man! So, what do you guys remember best about CKX so far, and what are you hoping for this year?
I remember being incredibly nervous interviewing Pedro.
Oh yes.
Less nervous with I can never remember his name. The guy from the hilarious House of Frightenstein.
Mitch.
Because he put me at ease right away. We're sitting down in the chairs. Go on, relax. I'm going to ask you some questions.
Oh, Mitch is a blast.
Yeah,
he is.
I'm just nervous. I'm nervous when doing any of that because it's just I don't know. I find my groove usually.
Yeah,
but just not doing that. I don't know how to do an interview, you know? So I'm trying to get a little bit more prepared. Like, I think I'm going to be okay with Gavin and Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fairly confident, especially I rewatched Last Call. I sent Sarah a Facebook message and I let Gavin know, like asked them to let her know. She didn't have to respond, but she did respond. And, you know, first contact has been made.
So you're good to go.
Yeah. Now I still need to know who else I'm supposed to be talking to.
Okay. So why don't we look at it? Well, first, Ardola here mentioned super excited. First one of the year for me. Yes. I'm in the same boat. This is the first live show. I did one in November with Jeremy for Easter Seals. Mm-hmm. And other than that, it's been nothing. Radio silence since 19.
Yeah. You know, part of me wants things to keep moving, and I'm hoping to maybe do another show. But I'm also terrified of that prospect.
Yep. Well, here, let's take a look at what's going on, because here is our main stage schedule.
All right.
So starting at 11 o'clock, we have Costume Club. So I'm talking with Jason from the 501st, right? That is the premier Lucasfilm fan club, Costume Club. And so he's got a couple guys, and we'll probably, if the Rebel Legion joins in and the Mando Mercs, hopefully, they're going to chat about being part of costume clubs. And it's pretty darn interesting, I got to tell you. That one does not have a host yet. I got to figure that one out. Okay. That's one thing I missed. There we go. 11:30, Life in a Video Game. We're going to be sitting down with Sarah and Sean. Sarah Booth and Sean Ray. Sarah's from Far Cry 5. Sean's the main character in Far Cry 6. And they're going to sit down with Todd Gillinis. He's a Twitch streamer that comes in. He was also in some of the first CKXs as the photographer at CKX Photoflex. And they'll be discussing what it's like to be in video games, how you get in video games. And then I can ask him about some pets that you can get in that video game because they freak me out. Okay. Nathan's here. Good day, fellas. Hey, Nathan.
Hey.
Nathan?
Have you guys played Far Cry's at all?
No.
3 and 4, I believe, is what I've played.
Okay. Well, in the game, you get, pets or, they
I don't think
around.
they did back then. I think that came into one of the later versions.
Okay. I have to be honest. I don't remember 3. 4, I only half played, but 5, I played the crap out of. And 6, I'm kind of binging. You can have these pets that follow you around. Okay.
Or maybe that was like a different way on the skill tree or something, and I didn't go that route. Maybe I don't know.
Oh no, these are things you found while you were exploring.
Oh,
like
okay.
In Far Cry 5, 2 of the pets you can find are Peaches, who is a cougar, and Cheeseburger, who is a bear. All right. There's also Herc, who is a guy with a rocket launcher and things like that. Nathan said Far Cry is awesome, especially when they made it co-op. Yes, because you can have people play with you in this, right? Well, in Far Cry 6, I was excited because they have this coolest pet called K9000, and it is like a metal wrapped dog, right? It glows orange from in his mouth and his eyes, and he has mechanical bark. And I said, I got to talk to Sean about K9000. This would be so cool. Then I met the Death Chicken. Okay. This chicken that you find, he was used in cockfights, but apparently he hates soldiers so much he wouldn't go into those and would only attack soldiers. So the guy that you find him with only has one arm because of the chicken. Okay. And you have to take him to this one camp where they're training dogs to be like vicious killers. And he goes in and he wipes out everybody, this chicken. Okay. I mean, like, seriously, you're walking along with him and all of a sudden he flies through the air and lands on a soldier's face. And it's like, I now have to talk to Sean about the Death Chicken. Chichinero, I think his name is, or something like that.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, that's my little Far Cry 5 rant, or 6.
Now I need to play it just to find that.
And not only that, they have the cutest of the pets. It's this miniature Dachshund, like the black and brown, right? It's like a miniature one that has no back legs. So it has like a wheelchair attached to its body. And it trucks along through the jungles with you. And it's
Tell me it makes a little squeaky noise like this.
Yep. And its job is to distract soldiers. So he'll come running around in front of them and start barking. And the guy's like, get out of here. Go, get out of here. And I can sneak up behind him and kill them.
Oh, jeez.
I haven't played the latest one yet. I'm finishing 3 other games. Well, dude, get on Far Cry 6. You need more hours in a day, don't we all? But Sean will be there to talk about Far Cry 6, and Sarah will be there to talk about being Tammy in the Whitetail Mountains in Far Cry 5, because she's a very nasty creature up there. I mean, she extracts information from people very effectively. Okay, I will leave it at that for people that play the game.
I've heard. I need to play 5. So
yes. Then at 12:30 we have Greg Hyland, very very acclaimed artist that has done work for Lego Star Wars. He's also done the art for Munchkin Fu. I'm trying to find out if there are other chapters that he did, but I haven't been able to take time to actually look. So he's going to come in and talk about the time gaming and things like that. Hey Jay, awesome, no doubt. Oh, please get a hold of me, Jason. I know we had to postpone. and we'll talk more after that. I was supposed to go on his show, and it's like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I double booked, and I felt horrible. So definitely get a hold of me. After Greg Hyland, 1 o'clock, Sean Ray is going to come in and talk about his acting career because it's not just Far Cry 6. He's been a busy, busy boy. And that one is hosted by, who is that one hosted by? James from the Movie Madhouse talks with actor Sean Ray.
Sean Ray.
Yes. And Greg Hyland, I forgot, was with Jason.
Okay, that's the one that I was remembering. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But it looks like James is pulling double duty because he sits down right after that with Alyssa King and Ryan LaPlante from Holy Hell, along with other projects.
A single and then a double?
Yes. Goodness. And back to back, too.
Well, I'll be in a groove.
Right? But Alyssa's also done things like Berkshire County and Bed of the Dead, things like that. And Ryan's done stuff. Bed of the Dead's actually good. I know the name. I love it.
That's because we did a view and review.
Oh, we did. That's right.
Yes, we did.
Yes. So now you remember. And Ryan has been in some Hallmark stuff, which is so weird considering you look at Holy Hell and it's like, what? You know?
What?
Yeah, I am deadly serious. He has done Hallmark stuff. Where is it? Here we go.
That to me makes him the equivalent to the myth of Mr. Rogers being a secret serial killer.
Right, look at that. Very Country Christmas and My Secret Valentine. Is that what that says? I can't read it from here.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People got to work.
Yeah, I
here.
Hey, Greg.
It's not that. It's just Ryan's mind.
Yes.
Having seen Holy Hell, knowing what lurks in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see him, he's in Hallmark movies.
Right?
It's just, that's weird. That's just, wow.
Well, back to the list. After James does that, we have Bryce coming up with a sketch duel. And I'm excited for this one because he's been to our show constantly, but I've never seen him sketch duel. It's Alfonso Espinos from Studio Comics is going into a sketch duel with Greg Hyland. So nice. I am pumped for that. Bryce is moderating that one. He's going to be in charge of our artist alley. Following that, Lindsay Cosplay Supplies comes on at 3:00, and she's given a demonstration on Warbler and some basic techniques on how to make costumes for cosplay. Then Jason's back. He's coming back with Sarah and Gavin Booth to talk about their careers.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
At 4:00, it is the roots of podcasting. We are going to be having a little podcasting powwow. How we started, how the shows continue, what we talk about, how just various things on podcasting. I'm sure people have questions on how hard is it to start, things like that. That's what I anticipate for that particular panel. Let me see here. David Jackson says, big Booth fan. Great to see them on the docket. Super Rob. Yes, I'm pumped that they're coming,
Yeah.
Especially with what they've been doing lately. So
the guys on fire.
Take that out of them.
They're on fire.
Yeah, they are. Nathan says, I'm playing The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners VR at the moment. Have you guys played it? It's amazing. I have not, but I can now. I have my VR set. Thank you very much, Aaron Milkos.
I don't have a VR. My nephew has one, but I haven't used it.
It's fun. It's worth the time. And then last but not least, we have Ryan Richardson from the Go Tell Someone Podcast Network coming in to talk to George Mihalka, director of My Bloody Valentine, 24-hour rental, tons of Canadian content like Da Vinci Code, things like that. So that is our main stage lineup.
Awesome.
So now you know.
It's going to be a fun day.
Oh, I'm so excited. Then you throw on top of that, we have cosplay, not just for the adults, but for the kids as well. Let me see. We have the Impala coming back. We're gonna have one of the Raccoon City ambulances there, which I'm
Nice.
super pumped about. Yes. Let's see. I try and remember what's going on in the whole building. But yeah, I am excited for some of the Q&As there. You know, it's going to be a very, very fun day.
Yeah.
Now, the one
And
thing to
the
remember
fact that
too,
this is it. This is the first one. You know, you got to think people are pumped.
we are live again. That is the biggest thing for me. Oh man,
Mhm.
you know. Oh, thank you, Ardola. Miss Bentley, the corgi is coming.
Yes.
She is. Oh, I wish I had the promo downloaded on here. She is. Oh, wait, maybe I do. She is the cutest little thing I have ever seen. We met her in November at the Easter Seals things that Jeremy did, and my God, she is adorable. He had her in like a little Batman costume. There she is.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, cute, cuddly, irresistible.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm excited for that. Oh, Nathan says we don't have enough cons here. Sounds like we need to go to Australia.
I'm in.
Yep. Time to expand CKX.
Wait a minute. I forgot one thing.
What?
Isn't it true that if you go to Australia, basically everything in Australia just wants to kill you?
Yeah.
All
Probably
the
even
wildlife,
Nathan.
all the insects, all the.
I'm pretty sure Nathan
even
too,
even
but
the
that's
cute
just
and
'cause he's
cuddly
Australian.
things. Even the
Yeah.
cute and cuddly things want to kill you. Yeah. So no, I'm out. No, I'm good.
Wow, that was a quick switch.
Yeah. Sorry, but no.
Ryan Haskell said, "Be nice to see a crowd out and about again. I'll be helping at one of the vendors' tables." You are, Ryan. Who are you helping with? You got to tell me. I got to know. That's awesome. I'm glad you're going to be there. But that's what's going on that day. Well, hopefully Ryan tells us. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
He's helping with Eddie. That tells me nothing. But I'm glad you're helping. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know. Higher Elo something. If I'm close, let me know, Ryan. It's higher Elo something. I remember.
That's not what I was thinking then.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Eddie Deason was coming back again?
He just got into some trouble,
Right?
I think.
Uh-oh.
Copyright infringement. Eric, hey, Eric. I miss Mall of the Dead. What a great concept you guys and gals put together. I miss Mall of the Dead too. That was a blast. You know, if we're going to talk con experiences, I think that's one of the best that I've ever had on an organizational side. You know,
I would like to have
especially
seen
the second year when we got Messiah Complex cosplay in as Negan and he's directing things upstairs and we had the whole SWAT team downstairs. It was so much fun. And I think everybody might be a little gun shy because of the whole pandemic thing right now, but maybe in a year or two we'll look and see if that's something we can bring back.
Yeah, you just gotta keep your hand out. You keep your hand on the pulse, and you'll know.
Yeah, if you chase a kangaroo and there's water nearby, it will be waiting for you to follow it in so it can drown you.
I heard that.
I mean, no, everything here is fluffy and cute.
Look, a friend of mine
he worked
once
Australia tourism.
A friend of mine once read an article that said something about the number of kangaroo in Australia could take over the state of Ohio. And with that concept in mind, this friend figured out that, kangaroo can swim and it's not a very wide lake. Kangaroo could invade Canada right next door to us. And we got into a very lengthy discussion about that.
Interesting.
We're not prepared.
I love the conversations you have.
Was weed
no,
involved?
We are not. Maybe.
Always.
But yeah, I can't wait for maybe Mall of the Dead can be a thing that comes back. We'll do the Australian Mall of the Dead where things actually kill you at Mall of the Dead.
No thanks.
Suddenly
But
attendance drops.
If there is another Mall of the Dead, though, I actually want to take part in it at this time. Like, I never got the chance to actually do it.
Gotcha. No, I know. If I wasn't making, I so want to do it. Just some of the stuff.
You should get the opportunity.
But speaking
to,
of,
even though you put it together.
I agree. I wish we could figure that out.
Make it happen.
The two last things that I can think of we can make it happen. Let me see here. Ardola said, join us on the dead side, Jason. Yeah, right. There you go.
I'm not saying no.
The last two things happening this Saturday. One, we have issue 4 of CKX Presents coming out, the new comic book, and it looks gorgeous. Thank you, Craig Ferguson. You did an amazing job. So I can't wait for people to be able to read this. And the Pros with Cons card game is officially launching on Saturday.
Woo!
So long waiting for this game to come out. But
you've worked hard on it.
There is 50 copies. Yeah, there's 50 copies to start. They are gold back to show that they're first prints. And the start on the weekend, they're $20. But after that, like once those 50 are gone, we just do regular prints and they're $25.
Hey,
so not only
you got a hookup?
Hook me up with one of them card game things.
Yeah. Hook a brother up.
Right? So that's everything going on CKX wise. Come out and check it out. Let's now chat about the cons that we've been to in the past. We got James was a little nervous with Pedro.
I've been to one other con besides CKX, but it was just because we had free admission thanks to the tickets to see Kevin. It was at the Windsor Casino.
Okay.
So we walked around and looked at the pop figures and some stuff, and all I really noticed that I thought was kind of cool was they had just finished a panel of some sort. The tables were empty, and the only person, there was some people milling around, and there was Giancarlo Esposito sitting there in a chair. Gus
Nice.
From Breaking Bad, and I'm thinking, like, if I were braver, I would go up and politely ask if I could ask him a question, even though the show was
been tackled before you even got close.
Probably.
No?
Ninja security.
Yeah. Dog pile.
Because I only had, I thought of one question for like a Breaking Bad question, but I never got around to asking him. And that was the only other con I'd been to.
Looks like something we're going to have to do for CKX maybe.
Well, that would be cool.
Actually,
awesome.
Should have brought him out with Sean. Because Sean Ray plays the main character in Far Cry 6. Giancarlo is the main bad guy in Far Cry 6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when that trailer dropped and we saw him, oh man.
Mm-hmm. Although I'm thinking he might be outside of our price range because he is also a certain Disney property, Moff Gideon.
Oh yeah,
and,
right. Yeah, there goes the budget for the next 10 years.
Exactly. Oh, Nathan said, I already asked about the game, and Rob said I need to send him more Tim Tams or it's no dice. Oh, no, don't laugh. That's so true. Yeah, those cookies are freaking amazing. They're like little Twix bars.
Do I want to spoil it?
Spoil what?
You can buy Tim Tams around here.
What?
I know we buy Tim Tams around here. We've done many a Tim Tam slam.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I need to figure out where they are because they are so
I'll
good.
find out. I'll ask my wife and I'll find out and I'll let you know. But there goes Nathan's bartering chip. I'm sorry.
Right? But then we'll have to, extort him for something else, Australia. Bet you might. And that's the one thing I got to promise Nathan. After CKX, we're going to have a Friday night live show where we can Skype him in so we can do the testing of the Vegemite that he sent.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Have
just
either of
say
you guys
when.
had it?
No.
I've had Vegemite before, yes.
Have you had it properly?
There's nothing proper about it.
That sounds like a no.
I had it I think I had it on bread. It was gross.
Oh, okay. See, he told me how to do it, and I know it wasn't bread, but Jay says Tim Tam's trade for a game. Yeah, that's right. Nathan says, I've yet to meet an Aussie that calls a Tim Tam slam. Something tells me that's a Canadian thing because I've only heard Canadians say it to me.
I don't know. I think my wife picked it up off TikTok, actually.
Really?
I don't know. Apparently, it's been around a while.
Yeah, they've westernized it.
Well, whatever.
Probably.
It works. It's tasty.
I'm guessing. But if we're going to talk about con memories, not just CKX, I got to talk about Kim Coates. Meeting Kim Coates, interview with him.
Yeah. He was fantastic.
That was a cool clip you guys posted.
That was, yeah. I couldn't believe how into that interview he was. You know,
he was into the whole thing. Like he just loved being there. You could tell he just loved every minute of it. And then you hear the story about that girl who couldn't pick up her picture, so he hand delivered it to her.
Yeah, he drove to her house, and then he hung out for like a half hour.
Yeah, like what a great dude.
I'm just looking to see if I can find that clip.
And I remember I mentioned how much I loved his brief performance in Waterworld. And he said that he almost didn't do that role, but it saved his career. He was about to walk away.
That saved his career?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because he said that's the one that got him his green card, like his visa to work in the States.
Oh, interesting. It's a memorable performance.
Yeah. And then he'll always be Tig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You'll never get away from Tig.
But I also love him as the hockey coach in Goon. Especially when they're drunk after they won, and he's like, "You're all right, eh?"
I have yet to see that.
He's also great in Bad Blood. That should have had more than 2 seasons.
I never watched that one.
It's a great organized crime kind of show that takes place up in Montreal, I believe.
Okay.
But it's got him and Anthony LaPaglia in the first season, and then he kind of takes the lead in the second.
I think I can picture like commercial in my head kind of thing.
Yeah, probably.
Now, Rob.
Yeah.
Kim Coates, was that the same year where Dan Hammond was there and Steve-O was there, and we asked him about Hammond, and he's, oh shit, Hodor?
I think it was, actually. I got to be honest. I think it was.
That just immediate, quick, off the cuff, oh shit, Hodor? Out of nowhere, and we didn't get it on film.
I know.
It was, my God, one of the funniest things.
Here we go.
Oh, you're doing something. I didn't know what was happening.
Tell me if you can hear the audio.
I know you're all about the fans, so
yeah.
Yep.
I love this.
Am I on? Does my hair look better than his? I'm having a good hair day today. Excellent.
And that's how it started, right like that.
Hand right on the dome.
Yep. Kurt looks at Jason and says, am I on? You know, Jason's trying to convince him. Yep, you're good.
I liked the original clip I saw, the little Ron Perlman sneaking up to whisper something to Coates.
That's what I'm looking for. Because he does. Where was it?
Back on this.
There it is.
Yeah, so they wander away, have a little convo, and then he comes back and he continues.
That's Ron Perlman, as you can tell. He's looked the same for 45 years. All right.
Yeah.
The guy was just amazing. So
Yeah, and and the way Perlman was, it kind of left a bad taste. But then, I found out years later that he has severe social anxieties.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. He was suffering from anxiety at that point.
Yeah,
and yeah. So, here's Jay. Jay says, best memory was going to Fan Expo for the first time, walking around and then hearing, excuse me, from behind. And it was Peter Mayhew. I'm 5'5" and felt so tiny. As a Star Wars fan, I was in awe. No doubt.
Wow. See, God, I need to have that experience. I need a Fan Expo. Dream is, of course, San Diego. I need that sometime in my life. I'm working. I was going to try and get off to Niagara Falls this year for the Suns reunion, but I don't think I can.
Oh, Nathan says, I've just sent you a cheeky picture from the first and only con I've been to. Well, I think I have to look that up. But yeah, that whole con was really cool when we went for the filming and stuff like that. Like, so many people were into interviews.
Yeah, they were willing to talk to anybody. It was great. We had I remember we had a lot of material. That was one of those. We split it up over like multiple weeks.
Just a second.
Although we never did top the first year. The cosplay, the priest.
Yeah,
that one. Shoot, we recorded I don't know how many hours that day.
Oh my God, yeah, that was like nonstop almost.
We almost live streamed the entire day.
And I love how at CKX we now have that monster pod that we do.
Yeah, those are fun. Get a little,
okay.
That's why I like when we have guests, because you get the different perspectives and
Yeah.
Not that I don't like.
I don't think we've ever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a bit of lag, isn't there?
There is.
Wonder what's going on.
I don't know.
But nothing beat that first year of the Big Con where we had Tyler Main for that hour podcast that we did.
I still look back at those pictures fondly. The him choking me picture, you guys giving me the finger picture to get me to come out to the party.
Yep. That was a blast. We were at the party, Mike and I, and Jason was at home. And
I've been up since like
talking to Tyler. It's like, yeah, usually there's three of us, but one of us is a wimp and doesn't want to come out. So we need you to do something for us. So they got a picture of Mike, myself, and Tyler Main shooting him the finger, and we sent it to him. So then he shows up, and Tyler had just stepped out for a second. So as soon as Jason walks in, Mike's like, "Oh man, you just missed him." He's like, "Oh." That was funny.
It was, but I do look back at that picture of him strangling me. If I knew how I could get it off, because I know it's on my phone, if I could get it from here onto there, I'd show it to you, but I can't. So.
I'll send it to you, and I'll make sure we have it for next episode, because that's the picture we used in the card game for Tyler Main. Alfonso zoomed in on Tyler, but
that's right.
That's the picture of. And
that's
actually,
right. His face.
Yep. Let me see here. Yeah, whose internet? Yeah, it's probably mine. I don't know what's going on right now.
I see. I'm not even on my own network.
Ardola said Windsor Comic Con.
Cellular.
Yeah. She said, Windsor Comic Con 2019 and how Austin St. John treated my autistic son was awe. I loved Jason from Power Rangers, but to see him interact so gentle with Xander, that's the biggest thing too. It's the interaction, just that first year with Tyler, he made it painfully clear. He goes, without fans, I wouldn't have anything. So I want to give as much as I can to these people.
Oh, he was awesome.
Let's see.
And,
I'm going to find that picture.
And then there's Eugene Clark. Which
yes.
I only experienced in small bits. You and Mike told me stories about this man.
We had to drive him around town, to get some food and to get some prints made. And everywhere we went, he's practicing his stand-up routine. So he'd grab his phone and start talking into it, talking to the lady behind the till or something, right? It's like, oh my God. Oh, hey, there is Richard. If I can get it to click. There we go. Richard Stevens. He's an author coming to CKX. Cheers all. Hey, Richard, thanks for joining us.
Cool.
Welcome.
He's trying to keep the dragons all fed so they don't eat us because his books are mainly dragon based.
Oh, I like dragons.
Right? All right, my system's working so slow. Let's see if I can bring up that picture Nathan sent. This is the picture Nathan sent from him at his con.
Wow.
I don't know what that big
Very
purple
cool.
stick is in the background.
That's, I believe, Lollipop Chainsaw? It's a game on PlayStation?
Oh, really?
I think.
I've heard of the game. I've never played it. I got to be honest.
Neither have I, but...
Isn't that the one
that's what I
Zack
think
Snyder's
so.
involved with?
Maybe. That sounds vaguely
Definitely, maybe. Oh, Nathan says, yes, sir, it is.
Okay, see, yeah, I was right. I'm trying to think of the blonde Harley Quinnish looking girl with a chainsaw, and that's what came to mind.
Okay. Oh my gosh, my system is so slow right now. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay.
Any lag going on is probably my fault. I will say that right now.
Yeah, you only got to put up with it for what, another month and a half?
Something like that.
Actually, we've been having some Wi-Fi issues here. I'm looking to be getting an extender to try and boost things towards the back of the house, so that might help alleviate things on my end too. Because I do have issues every once in a while. Yeah, but I'm in the basement. And that's where the router is.
Richard said the dragons will be well fed, but I can't guarantee they won't snack on small animals. I like that. Oh, come on.
I'll keep my dog inside. Shoot. It's something I was going to bring up. I can't remember what now.
Don't you hate that?
Shock stock.
Oh, God.
Shock
yes.
stock. My very first experience with any sort of con. And this was when they were in the basement at Centennial Hall. But
way back in the day.
It had such a cool, almost like quite literally, underground vibe.
Because, literally they were underground.
Yeah. But it was, like walking through a flea market, but seeing a lot of cool stuff. And man, I wish I had money. And then seeing some of those celebrities from horror movies, meeting the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep, Neil. Oh snap! I can't think of his last name.
Neither can
Neil
I. I just remember that. Yep.
He was.
And then there was the hitchhiker. Yes. And there was the. Who was the guy you offended? The Italian gentleman that you offended.
Oh, Oh my God, what was his name?
That's exactly why you offended him. You were saying his name wrong. Mauricio something?
Oh, it wasn't Maurizio.
No?
Because the guy from Goblin, Maurizio, yeah, no, I know him. It was Giancarlo something.
I see.
He was the director of Zombies of the Dead or something. It was a cult Italian.
Yes. I just remember that you said his name wrong and he got really offended.
Oh, yeah. He was not a happy guy with me. Not at all. I remember that. I forgot about it, but now I remember.
There was the porn star who was there for the Walking Dead parody. and then we realized after that they missed an opportunity of calling it the Cocking Dead.
Exactly. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to share this real quick. Boom.
Yes.
There
love
it
that
is.
picture. I love
Poor
that
Jason.
picture. I should
jittery.
get that. I should get that put on a t-shirt.
Right?
That would look sweet on a t-shirt.
My sister-in-law does that sublimation stuff now. So she makes good t-shirts.
This is Jittery Jason in his first wrestling match. This is legit. The first one right there.
Yep. It was Jittery Jason versus Sky High.
Oh man, that was so cool.
I'm doing it. I'm getting that on a t-shirt.
Definitely. If you need another copy, let me know because I found it. So
oh no, I've got it on my phone. I can get it anytime. Like no problem there.
Good. Oh man. But I think that's the fun of cons. It's that, community and like Jay said, you just walking around and oh look, there is so and so, and oh look, there is so and so.
And there's no judgment.
Yeah. A friend of mine, Ev, that happened because we were at Boston Pizza, that Saturday night eating with everybody, or the Friday night. I can't remember. And she comes walking over to talk to me. And this is when Rochelle was up. All right. And one of Ev's favorite movies is The Crow. So I'm talking to her and she goes, oh yeah. And I go, you like The Crow, don't you? And I went, yeah. I went, that's Sarah. And she kind of turned around and went, oh, she got that wide-eyed look. And it's like, that is the coolest part of watching people at cons, I think.
That was the first CKX that I went to. I was down looking at Dan Hammond's stuff and just going down table to table, and it's like, oh cool, there's Kenny versus Spenny stuff. And I look up and there's Spenny sitting right there.
Yep. Was it? Oh no, it was Steve-O that interviewed Spenny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which was a funny interview.
That was the year I wasn't there. I think I was on the cruise.
No, you were there.
I was there for that one?
Yeah, you were there for that one because that was the one when we were talking with Time Well Wasted, and I let slip how old I was, and you're like, "What? You're how old?"
That was the year with the Strain twins.
Katie and Carissa.
Yes, the Strain twins, I believe, were there that year, weren't they?
I don't think so.
No, they were there in 16.
Okay.
Or 17.
So
now I'm drawing a blank.
It's nice that there's been enough to get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Come on. There we go. History. Let me find out because they are 2016. I was right. Dang.
Okay. Yeah.
They were picture for the year.
They were great.
Dang,
they're the twins from the Carrie remake, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we had them. Yep. Well, we didn't have them come in. I think they came in one of the nights on the opening weekend of the Carrie remake.
Yeah, they were in town to do that because they were local girls. Most notoriously, they worked at the local Little Caesars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they went and did like a little thing at the Little Caesars that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was so cool when they came. Plus, like I said, they're Chatham's own, so it's really cool that way as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, There has been a lot that we've done at CKX. I'm now looking back at some of this. Wow.
You know, I'm going to go back. I want to go back to the cosplay. Do you remember, Rob, at the CK cosplay, there was the gentleman who had the big game idea that he was that he was still developing, where he had like a ton of like little minis and stuff.
Yep.
I have tried looking up on that. It must not have gone anywhere because I have found nothing to reference it at all.
And see, I got to look back because I can't even remember the name of it.
It was something like something Machina. It was like God Machina or something like that. Like it was a Machina name.
Gotcha. Oh, Ardola says, I have the greatest memory with Corin because Corin Nemeth came. I was making my rounds and our eyes kept meeting when I walked by him. I finally got the nerve to go up and we talked about his movies. One was Sand Sharks, which I did watch with my eyes closed. But when I realized he was from Supernatural, my eyes suddenly, and he had the cutest laugh at me. Yeah, that's the big reason we brought him in was Supernatural, right? Because everybody loves Supernatural. So, but also he's Parker Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yep. Parker Lewis, the TV equivalent to Ferris Bueller.
Parker Lewis can't lose.
And I love that show. And that was the year I believe I was on the cruise.
That was the year, yes.
Yes.
Nathan said that show was great.
Because I would have had to introduce him to my friend Brent because Brent made me watch SS Doom Trooper starring Corin Nemeth. And I was going to have to confront him about that film.
When we were at dinner, he told the greatest story about when he was in France, right? He was in Paris. And apparently Parker Lewis is like a cult icon over there. And he was walking down the street and it looked like I use the word bum. I don't know if that's the proper term or vagrant or something like that, but comes up and he's like, and he's putting his hand out, you know, Corin's like, oh, okay. And he's reaching in his pocket. He's going to pull out money. And all of a sudden he goes, Parker Lewis. And he's like, yeah, I'm Parker Lewis. The guy pulls out a cell phone and starts snapping pictures. And he's like, where did you just get a cell phone from? But yeah, Parker Lewis is huge over there.
Well, the Germans love David Hasselhoff and the French love Parker Lewis.
There we go.
And
Nathan said we were going to a horror. And who?
Koob. Remember that was his sidekick, Kubiak?
Kubiak.
Oh my.
That big dude.
The big dude who ended up being like the nurse on ER.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure he was on ER, that guy. I can never remember his name. All I remember is Kubiak from Parker Lewis.
Yep.
Now I'm curious.
I'll get his name.
Okay.
Oh, Nathan that sucks.
We were going to a HorrorCon here, and I was going to meet Brad Dourif, and then COVID kicked in. Then he says, would love to get a HorrorCon going here. Dude, you might know people that can help you.
Abraham Ben Ruby. Abraham Ben Ruby. What? He was Larry Kubiak on Parker Lewis, and he was Jerry Markovich for 15 years on ER.
Jerry? I remember Jerry was the death guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Kubiak from Parker Lewis.
Oh, no way.
Acting.
Man, I haven't watched that. Obviously, I haven't watched it enough.
And he was in Open Range with Kim Coates.
So he's got a lot of connections.
Yeah.
6 degrees of go, Nathan. Ben Ruby.
Yeah.
Brad will be at Niagara Falls Comic Con in June. Nathan, just come on over. See? Get away from all that Australian stuff that's trying to kill you. Come over to Canada. We're nice.
Yep. Ish. We're nice.
Ish. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, Corin was a great one, too, because he actually did an interview. He interviewed a Jawa on stage.
Really?
Oh boy.
Yeah. And he was carrying on the conversation. The guy would just, and he would carry, well, you don't say. Well, how many times do you guys do that? Like he had a full blown conversation going with this Jawa. It was hilarious. And then when he said goodbye, thank you very much, he's like, make sure all the electronics are here. You can go. There we go. Nathan said, I'll start swimming now.
I recommend the breaststroke.
Yeah, that'll save you energy.
Oh, I watched. I went and saw The Northman, and
Of course you did.
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. But that's how he swims. He swims long distances using the breaststroke. So I there you go.
Interesting.
Do you know what Alexander kept from that movie? I guess he didn't keep it. It was gifted to him.
No.
He was gifted one of the props. Everybody got swords and things like that. He was gifted the loincloth, the jockstrap, the little hunk of leather that he wore, the blood-stained hunk of leather. That's what he was gifted when he was done the show.
Whatever.
He showed it on, was it Jimmy Fallon?
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
no,
geez.
Stephen Colbert.
Oh, jeez.
Because they talked about it. They showed a clip from The Northman. And then because Stephen Colbert had to play a Swedish person in a show, so he got a hold of Alexander and said, coach me. So they did this little thing on that. And then they got talking about The Northman. And he goes, well, you were, given something, right? What was that? And he brings up his shadow box and it's got the bloody loincloth in it. But those are cool stories.
Yes, they are. And those are the kind of stories you hear at cons.
Exactly. I remember ThunderCon. I was there. Kelly Karavich is one of our amazing agents who helps us get people to come to the show. She had me go and watch a couple of her people in ThunderCon at Thunder Bay. It was Gary Jones and Paul McGillian. And they were on stage and Gary was talking about the first time he got to meet Mickey Rooney. And it was like a 15-minute story that was the most funniest thing I have ever heard in my life. And it's like I said, those kind of stories at cons, you don't really hear them anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Unless you're seeing Kevin Smith at a con.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Those are
he's
stories he's told everywhere.
he's either already told the stories or there's a microphone somewhere.
Yep. Oh,
but you know what? You just don't care. You know what you're getting when you go to a Kevin show.
Exactly. The one that I watched, but I wasn't present at, was the voice of Winnie the Pooh. I'm drawing a blank on his name, and it's killing me. But they actually had him sit at a table and read a scene from Star Wars as Darth Vader.
I remember that.
That was like the most priceless thing I have ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a chance, look it up on YouTube. Winnie the Pooh voice Darth Vader, and it is just hilarious. He even gets Darkwing Duck in there too. So, man,
got to meet Michael Jai White in London.
Yes,
really?
That's right.
Yeah, and I got him to sign my Black Dynamite Blu-ray.
Jim Cummings was the voice actor. Thank you very much. That's right. I remember when we got to meet him because he got mad I didn't say his name right. I thought it was Jay, but it's like
no, it's Jay. And yeah, I got the picture. I got the autograph on my Blu-ray. Yeah, it was that. He's awesome. That was the fun year too, because that had the couple people from Killjoys there as well.
Sean Ashmore
and
Aaron. Oh, what was her name? Well, there was a girl there too.
From Gem and the Holograms.
Oh, Samantha Newark.
Yes. And
Yep,
you know, you're
I
right.
remember talking to her.
There was somebody from Killjoys there, and then the actor who played Klein on Killjoys was also there because that was his girlfriend, and he just tagged along, and he was hanging out with Sean Ashmore.
Yep.
Like, so yeah, I got the two because I got both of Klein and Jacoby. I was a big Killjoys fan. Come on.
I remember that. Yep, I remember that one. Oh man! So
remember the first London Comic Con we went to, and as we walked in, there was the giant cosplay person as that big pyramid head from Silent Hill.
Nice.
Yes,
like that had to be 20 feet long.
It was insane. It was so good.
Yeah,
it was. Oh man,
that was like my first big con experience, I think.
Yeah, I think next to CKX, that was mine.
No, I mean, that first you're not going to see something that big in Chatham, I don't think. Not yet, anyways. I mean the costume.
Oh, well, of course.
I mean the costume, because that's massive.
No, that costume was absolutely insane. It was so good. I wish someone would do that here. I really do. Oh man. All right. Something's really wonky with the system tonight. So maybe we'll wrap up. That way it doesn't kill us trying to talk.
All right.
But man, next we will be at CKX.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to be doing live next week.
And then, 1 week from today, we will be live at the GME and we will be playing Pros with Cons.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And I kind of coaxed Eric Shaw from Your TV, Cochico. He's going to come and play with us as well.
Oh, fine.
Right? I know. I can't get that guy. Can't get away from him.
Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. That's how it starts. You invite them in for one episode to talk about Kevin Smith, and then they stick around a while.
I
see what's happening here. I see what's happening here.
I've experienced that once. Yes, I do remember. Oh man. All right. So you guys brush up on your people.
Got it.
Yeah.
And remember, we also have the Friday night screening. Thought I forgot about that, right? Come and watch Holy Hell with Ryan and Alyssa, and then The Scare House with Gavin and Sarah.
It's going to be fun.
And then you can ask them questions like, why did you make Holy Hell?
That's the only question.
And I love his answer. You got to hear his answer. Oh, yes.
He has a prepared statement.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because there is a reason he made that.
Okay. You know what? I should already know this. We've had him on the show.
I think he may have said it on the show.
Yeah, I better go back.
It's traumatic for Jason. He did out.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so much trauma versus the weed. Column A, column B.
Yeah, 50-50. All right. Yep. For another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Toodles.
I say shut up! It's